Hi, so today I want to talk about the sections that I did for the social media plan. I want to try and keep this as brief as possible because my video keeps disconnecting, so I want to try and get this done. So the sections that I did were the key messages, the social media strategy and tactics, and then the calendar. So first we'll go with key messages. So even though H&L Sports was trying to contact a couple different key publics, they had two very general, broad messages that they wanted all of their consumers to know, and that was one, that they created high-quality products, and two, that they had great customer service and they always kept the customers first in mind. And now they tailored those to their specific audiences. So they targeted little leagues and professional teams, and basically they wanted them to know that they made such high quality products that they were so durable they could last a lot of physical activities and for a long time. And then so trying to target corporations, they made it a little bit different. They wanted their high quality products to be represented in a way that could be changed to each need of different need of each corporation. So basically they used custom embroidery tactics to tell corporations and businesses that they can make whatever they want and design whatever they need for their company, and that basically gave corporations the idea that they were in charge. So it created a better vibe between H&L and then the businesses that were acting as clients. And then for community institutions, they advertise speedy delivery and competitive pricing, and that's very important because community institutions have a lot of influence with those around them. Institutions like Boys and Girls Club, YMCA, like Parks and Recreation Services, they order their uniforms from companies like this, and they all talk to each other. They all see what each other's wearing throughout social media, pictures, whatever. So they can all talk about where they got the uniforms, or what kind of polos they're wearing, who made them, and that can bring in a lot of new business for H&L. So they want to tell people that they're very responsible in their delivery system. They offer you the best possible prices. Customer service is always first and foremost in their mind. They try to take care of the customer before anything. So to do this, to advertise themselves on social media, I suggested a number of things. The first one being that they create a new website, because their website right now is awful. It's subpar at best. It's very plain and boring. So I suggested that they kind of revamp that, make it very easy to navigate, interactive. I thought that it would be a good idea to make two different sites. One attracting little league teams and schools and things like that, because oftentimes the kids are helping their coaches, their teachers, their principals pick their uniforms, and so it needs to be easy for kids to see, to go through. It needs to be attractive to the eye. But H&L is also trying to target corporations and professional teams as well as institutions, so they need to be presented in more of a professional sense. So it needs to be easy to see. It needs to explain what they're using and how they're using it, how long they've been around, things like that. So two different sites would be best for that. I also suggested that H&L create a blog directly on their website so the company can address any problems, introduce any new ideas, any breaking news, things like that. And they can tie it to the social media sites that I suggest that they create. The first one being Facebook, just because it's been around for such a long time. A lot of people still use it, and they use it for multiple things. Companies can talk directly to their consumers. They can introduce deals, ideas, post pictures of people using their products in real life to show that we actually talk to our customers. We have their needs first and foremost in mind. I suggested that they also create a Twitter, because they can link their Facebook posts directly to their Twitter posts, and Twitter's such a fast-paced form of social media that they're always reposting, always favoriting, things like that. And a lot of businesses use Twitter to kind of see what's going on, what's new, what their competitors are up to, talk back and forth between consumers, introduce ideas. Same as Facebook, but a lot faster. And so H&L can not only follow or have followers, but they can follow people and kind of create a circle of their customer base. Who's going to use them, who's not going to use them, figure out what their competitors are doing and try and be better than them. I also suggested making an Instagram post. This will allow consumers to see the inner workings of the company. They can post pictures of new products, deals, the logos, so people are always being reminded that H&L Sports is always around, and they're always here to basically serve the customer. So that's how I think H&L should attack social media. The calendar that I proposed, it starts off very slow. It's just, making their website, learning about social media, how it works, when it works best, who to target, things like that. So I started it in June. Middle of the year, it's slower. There's no major holidays around, so they don't have to, make any deals or special pricing lists. So I started in June, like I said. In July, I believe that they should have their social media sites created. They should make a posting plan. I suggested 2 to 3 posts a week so that people are always being introduced to new ideas, or they're being reminded that, hey, H&L is here, we have this deal going on, or, come see us, we can do this for you. By August, I thought that they should post their first deal on their social media sites. Posting deals on social media is a great way to get people to traffic to their actual website to hopefully buy something. So I came up with the idea of having a back-to-school sale. This includes schools and Little League teams, and basically anyone who is a customer. And it's a very small deal, only goes for about a week. And then they can reconvene in September, the social media team can reconvene in September to discuss how that deal went and anything that needs to be changed for future deals. Because by November or December, H&L should have a huge sale, their first, big sale, to see how social media kind of influences customers. So they need to, kind of figure that out. By November, December, so that can be introduced. I suggested increasing the amount of posts during this sale, because they want to remind people that they're always there, that this is going on, that they should, go and look at their website, buy something. I suggested that they increase it to 4 or 5, constantly reminding people it's very good. People forget. Life is fast-paced, time, that's all people have. So they need to constantly see, oh, yeah, I got to go do that. I got to go look at H&L Sports. I got to get new uniforms for my team, things like that. So then after the holiday season is over, they go back to their normal 2 to 3 posts. The CEO posts, consistent blog posts after the holiday season, especially because he wants to thank the customers for, coming to his website, using his products, let them know of any upcoming deals, any issues that people might have had, because not everyone's going to like H&L Sports, obviously. There's always going to be someone who's against it, so he needs to address those issues and, explain how he's going to be better and to change in the future. So then they continue on their blog posts. They come up with new deals. By May, they do end of school deals, basically like the back to school deal. They give deals on uniforms for next year, Little League uniforms, things like that. And then in June, they come back together and they discuss how the social media plan went for the past year. And I didn't want to include too many big projects because I wanted H&L Sports to kind of get a sense of how social media works. And it's going to be a slow process, especially for people who probably have never used social media for a business before. So those are my ideas. I think that if H&L were to actually do this in real life, it would help them. They really need to get their name out there. So yeah, I think all of this would be great ideas. Thanks.